Hi, Mark here from the Tangent-Bound Podcast Network and host of the flagship show, the Tangent-Bound Podcast. Did you know that we over at Tangent-Bound are always looking for amazing podcasts to promote? And did you also know that we are also proud nerds and geeks of everything from movies, music, gaming, TV shows, and comic books to wrestling, MMA, soccer, and football? Whatever you can nerd or geek out about, we've got it. And if you're interested, we can help you find it. And if you're a show looking for a place to call home, we've got you covered. Side effects may include upset stomach, dizziness, tumors, shakes, and in some rare cases, death from excessive laughter. Though to be fair, it's only sometimes. Other side effects may include diarrhea, gallstones, heart palpitations, and strong desire for cookies on the dark side. Talk to your doctor and visit TangentBoundNetwork.com and see if Tangent-Bound Network is right for you.
This is a Danger Entertainment podcast. DangerEntertainment.net. Danger Entertainment Podcast Network.
Hi, I'm Jen.
I'm Brian.
And I'm Henno. We're three friends that talk about mental health, wellness, and our lives.
Through articles and tips, we share what has worked for us on our paths overcoming depression, anxiety, bipolar disorder, alcoholism, and addiction.
Come join us on our journey. You can find us anywhere you listen to your podcast. Just search for The Crazy Life. Remember, wiggle your toes and just keep breathing.
Welcome to the podcast from Temperance Town, the sexiest podcast of world renowned. Tony grows a beard to hide his chin, swabs it with Earl so it glistens.
Salty, salty language, kings of the sexy frontier.
Download the pod, you won't get enough of these dapper chaps talking deadly fluff. In Hobo Gulch they run a homeless mission, clanging and banging with the pentagram of kittens.
Salty, salty language, kings of the sexy frontier.
They enjoy their whiskey and local craft beer. By Odin's unkempt pubis we give a cheer. Tony's a raccoon when he's booziest. Don't be a savage, be an enthusiast.
Salty, salty language, kings of the sexy frontier.
On the frozen tundra they call it a lock. Tony likes to masturbate in a sock. Brian pisses rocks cause it feels so great. I still don't know who the fuck is Tate.
Salty, salty language, kings of the sexy frontier.
The boys will let you know when there's a due to male pattern baldness, they don't wear curlers. Stay salty, people, that's their closing line. And don't forget, have a beer, you'll be fine.
Salty, salty language, kings of the sexy frontier. Salty, salty language, kings of the sexy frontier. Salty language.
Hey enthusiasts, what's happening? This is Salty Language, episode 421.
Sexiest podcast on the network, Brian. 421.
Yep.
Still seems crazy to me.
I know, right?
I know.
It's like, at what point do we finally go, start having the comic book approach and go, well, it's time for the old, new creative team reboot,
Yeah, what if we hit episode 500 and we're like, okay, now it's time for season 2.
Yeah. I think we should do that.
It'd be funny.
Like, oh my God, there's 400 episodes in season 1? Like, geez, yeah, they released, multiples per, was that 4 a day or whatever? No, that'd only be 200. Or that'd be 700, I mean, almost 800. So, yeah. It would be a very us thing to do, though.
It would be. We would be silly geese like that, for sure.
Yeah. I like, I've noticed a lot of, that there's a lot of shows that didn't used to do seasons that now seem to,
Right.
which I understand. I mean, I totally could see, I mean, even though we've put out a show every week, oh, Jesus, dude.
Just died.
Killing the audio. No,
I think I just made my mustache moist.
not just yours.
Not in like a fun, exciting way.
Oh, right.
An awful, sneezy way.
Fantastic?
No. Gross.
Yeah.
I'm better now. All right. What were you saying? Sorry.
Oh, so yeah, I've seen various, shows go to the season format, and I get it because, we've been doing this show every, putting something up pretty close to every week since we started. And
Well, I mean, we started podcasting when you had to do it reel to reel, and then you had to mail the reel in.
Oh, I thought you were
So,
talking about, we used to just stand in the square over in London or whatever and yell our podcast out.
Yeah, accurate.
Yeah.
Hear ye, hear ye.
Just hand it over to the town crier.
Yeah, exactly.
And by that, I mean, he was sad all the time, just
Yeah.
laid on the ground crying.
The drunk, depressed dude.
Yeah, poor guy.
Yeah, here, just read this transcript for our, what we're calling a podcast.
We don't know why, but that's what we're calling it.
Yeah, it would be funny. Hear ye, welcome enthusiasts.
Yeah. How art thou, enthusiasts?
Yes, exactly.
Yeah. Oh man, no, it's just there's times where I've hit a point where I'd be like, man, I wish we didn't have to do a show this week. It'd be nice maybe occasionally to take, a week or 3 off and then come back fresh as a daisy.
Let me tell you, today was almost one of those nights because I actually fell asleep. Like you texted me.
Yeah.
You're like, hey, it's gonna be over when I gave 30. I'm like, all right, and I just kind of laid down, relaxed a little bit, and I was just bullshitting with Michelle a little bit.
Yeah.
And then next thing I know, I'm like, whoo.
Yeah.
I look at my phone, it was like 8:20 something,
Yeah.
and I was like, Jesus, I still gotta hook everything up.
Well, fortunately for you, the service at the place we ate at took longer than. Well, it's not the service. Let me rephrase: the kitchen, because the place we ate, the waitress we had, it was her second night, I think she said.
Geez.
And what I don't get is, it was at Bob Evans, which is notorious for, having, an elderly type crowd.
Oh boy, do that.
And
I got actually a story about some elderly people, but we'll get to that.
All right. But what I don't understand is, back when we used to work at the video store, and they would be like, oh, hey, we know it's Friday night, but we're going to only give you, new people to work with. And you're like, oh, come on.
Yeah.
I get the whole baptism by fire thing, but it's like, no, don't give me only new people,
Yeah, what are we doing here?
And I think they had a lot of new people working, and Sunday's their busy day because people after church go there,
Yeah, exactly. Nothing says praise Jesus like a few biscuits and honey.
Right. Like a nice supper.
A nice supper. I'm going to get the country fried steak, Ellen.
Now, Harold, your cholesterol.
Oh, piss off, Ellen.
I don't even know what accent you're doing. I mean, I feel like it's an old English guy, but
I don't know.
I'm not sure.
I'll pop a blue pill and give you a good straight Roger later.
Yeah. Oh, my. Oh, my.
All right, so we need a Blue Chew sponsorship.
I know, right? Damn it.
Yeah, right.
I think we're the only podcast without one.
I know, it's shitty.
You know what it is? They're like, well, clearly too virile.
It's true.
And just listening to us is Blue Chew, so,
Exactly.
Yeah, there's no need for it.
Yeah, I mean, it'd be like, do these two podcast hosts need hard dicks 26 hours a day? I don't even know if it's physically possible.
We found a way.
6 hours?
Yeah, through our space age technology, we found a way.
Bend space time with hard dicks.
Oh man, I want that to be the title of the show so bad. Damn it.
Yeah, sweet porn.
Oh man. I'm pretty sure you should start writing that immediately. Like, I can't wait to see that pop up on your Amazon store in a week.
Yeah, right.
Your erotica.
Time cock.
Oh my God! Right in the middle of having, like, right as he nuts, he time travels.
Time travels.
Oh, it's like Quantum Leap. He doesn't know where he's going.
That's true.
Well, the worst part is you're probably, unless you've pulled out, you're still in. So you don't know where you're going to teleport. You might be in something else when you teleport,
Oh, that's true.
This could be,
That's true.
Tragic.
Maybe he just, as he's coming, he just appears in someone else's
Yes.
post.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. He just teleports to the other person.
Oh, God.
I've just taken my own seed.
It's the worst leap.
Yeah. Well, no, the worst leap would be getting the facial, but
Oh, yeah.
or maybe
I can only hope that my next nut will be the nut home.
Oh man. All right. So we need to get Dev involved to help us with the sciencing,
Yeah, for sure.
because we need somebody who's a science person, and he's the only one I know. So
You're talking about, our executive officer of science, Devry?
of sciencing. Yes.
Of sciencing.
Yes.
Devry.
Right.
Yeah, naturally.
Mm-hmm. Oh, I'm sure he's in. He's listening right now going, dude, I'm totally in. You know it.
Exactly.
So, all we need is him to talk with Travis to get us set up at Source Point. And and then the board game will come out also,
Oh, perfect.
since we already have the in there,
Yeah, naturally.
Nah, nice. I like this.
It's all coming together.
Yeah.
Get it? Coming together.
Ah, jeez. Yep. Coming soon.
I mean, I just have to,
Oh!
just need one of those obligatory O's.
So bad. Anywho, back to my restaurant story.
Oh, yeah.
But
tangent. So
but
we do
the
hear something
the server was fine. She was trying really hard, and she was good. Like, she wasn't bad. Like, give her some time, she'll be fine. But the people that were working with her were just, like, second guessing everything she said to them, and I'm like, yeah, that's not how you build someone's confidence there.
Like, are you sure he said raisins?
Yeah. Like, are you sure he didn't say raisin?
Yeah. Maybe he said razors. That's why I'm putting razors in his biscuit.
Oatmeal raisin cookies. Delicious.
Yeah,
Oozing machismo.
probably better than oatmeal raisin cookies.
Yeah, maybe.
Just being honest.
Let's not get into the cookie draft again.
No.
I don't want to cause too much controversy.
Right?
Oh, man. So, yeah, anyway, so it took longer than normal because the kitchen was all buggered up, and, yeah, it was something. It wasn't bad. It just took longer than it should have, so you got an
Sounds like horseshit to me.
Well, it gave you an extra amount of time to set up your gimmicks over there, so.
That's true. Yeah, I mean,
I guess it worked out.
Yeah, I was just like, oof. Like, I can't, I do not, I mean, I do, because I slept like shit last night. We'll get into that, too.
Me too, yeah.
It's been a day today, too, so it's like,
yeah.
I'm not surprised. I just was like, oh, yeah, I'm like comfy, cozy.
But I told you before, that's the problem. Every time you're a little sleepy boy and you get a little cozy, it's over.
It's over.
You have to sit on like a cactus or something like that until it's actually bedtime. And hopefully you don't like sitting on cacti. So
yeah, that would be Bizarro World, wouldn't it?
It would be something, yeah.
It would definitely be something.
It would be something, yeah. So here's what's funny. So we're at Bob Evans, and I'm looking at the stuff. Nothing's really jumping out at me. I didn't really want a sandwich, so.
Sandwiches.
So I was like, I'm going to get some chicken tenders, whatever. And so I ordered chicken tenders, and it comes with 2 sides. And I'm like, well, macaroni and cheese and fries, of course, because I'm eating healthy. And, carb loading for the podcast.
Well, first off, Brian, I have to correct you on something.
What?
They're not chicken tenders. They're chicken tendies.
Oh, sorry. Chicken tendies. Right.
Just to let you know. That's straight from my daughter's lexicon. Tendies.
Tendies. Yeah. It's not just hers, actually. So chicky tendies.
Chicky tendies.
Yeah. So, so I order that. I get the fries, macaroni and cheese, and they're like, oh, it comes with your choice of bread because I need some more bread.
Yeah, like, yo, dog, We see you ordered chicken coated in bread with cheesy bread. Would you like some bread?
Right, and fries, and so
and fries.
it's just all carb basically, and some chicken. So of course I'm like, oh well, they have lemon bread, so I'm like, well, I'll have some lemon bread because that'll be my dessert.
That sounds delicious.
It actually is pretty decent.
Yeah.
So
well, what was the lemon poppy seed?
No, just lemon. It's like lemon, but it's no. Hold on, it's lemon bread, but it's like it's iced.
Wow, like fucking bust banged out in diamonds.
Yeah. I mean, it's a little tough on the teeth, but delicious.
No wonder you ordered it.
Yeah.
Just scrape the top off in a to-go box.
Right. Well, I asked for a side salad also because like I said, gotta eat healthy and
healthy.
But it was just funny because I'm looking down and I'm looking at what's in front of me, and the fries and the chicken tenders and this. Well, and then they have like a platter thing. Since I ordered the salad, that it's like just this platter thing, and you get either a sundae or a cookie with it. So naturally, I ordered a chocolate chip cookie. So I'm looking at this, going, "Am I fucking 4 years old?" Chicken tenders,
kid cuisine.
Yeah, chicken tenders, macaroni and cheese, fries, and a chocolate chip cookie. It's like, I'm pretty much eating a kid cuisine.
Instagram pictured your meal.
You're right. I should have, because you're right. It was basically like just eating the old kid cuisine.
That's hilarious.
Yeah, I had a good laugh at it.
Yeah, it's pretty goddamn funny.
Yeah, and I was like, I have made some bad decisions tonight. Like, oh man, like the salad's the only redeeming thing I ate. So whatever.
Yeah, I mean, everyone's like, you need to go off the rails.
Yeah. And I really have been trying to be better, and I know I've lost a little bit of weight because my shirts fit a little different,
Right.
And especially, any lads out there who've, had any sort of a belly to them, if you're the type like me, where usually that's where I lose my weight first, is I don't know how to describe this, but it's essentially, my belly gets shorter. Instead of being like out, and then it like right under like your shit, I can't think what it's called, breastbone, titties, yeah, right under your titties,
right under them titties,
yeah. Which, oh dude, I was listening to Conan O'Brien needs a friend last night. I was listening to one with Andy Richter. Right. And Andy Richter was talking about how the only plastic surgery he'll ever get is, to get the fat sucked out of his titties.
That's hilarious.
And I think Conan calls them moves, and he's like, no, they're tits. So, but yeah, right under there is usually where it is. When I start losing weight, that seems to, like, shrink that area. So I noticed that, and, I was like, okay, well, this is good, because I'm, trying to do some stuff like that, and,
make healthy choices and such.
Yeah. And then there was today. I'm like,
well, it's like I'm a big fan of like 5 steps forward, 2 steps back.
Right. Yeah. And like I said, you got to carb load before the podcast,
it's true.
It takes a lot out of you. So
it does. It's like running a marathon, but with hilarity.
Yeah. And sitting.
And sitting.
Yeah. So yeah, that's that's about the height of excitement of my week.
Fair enough, man.
I mean, I've been putting stuff on eBay. I've been doing better about getting stuff on eBay. I've been trying to get like a little bit on every day type of a thing, and I've done pretty well at that this week. So, at least I'm moving forward. Might be like walking through quicksand, but it's still going forward.
Hey, whatever, man. As long as you're making progress, it's all that matters.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Word. Yep.
Well, I guess if my nonsense this week is, I went to the old German American Fest, which is the annual traditional Toledo shit show.
Oh man,
in this area.
Yeah, I know. Because I was actually, when I saw your pictures, I was like, huh. Because I know over the years we've essentially avoided it.
Yes.
Even though it's got delicious food at it.
It does.
We usually skip it because it's usually amateur hour.
Yeah. Well, it's like I just got buzzed by a mosquito or something.
Nah, you're fine.
Went in the middle of the afternoon when it's calm.
Right.
Yeah, and like Michelle, she had never been to it before. It's been years since I've been to it.
Yeah, it's been a long time since I've gone too.
So we were just kind of like, what's this weekend? Let's just go.
Yeah.
Had a blast. Had a good time. I, ended up buying one of the stupid boots and had about 4 boots full of beer and felt.
Now you're not talking.
Great.
You're not talking about glass ones. You're talking about ones that some sweaty dude wore, right?
Just Timberlands.
Yeah, Timberlands. Yeah, they go so great with lederhosen and such.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
But yeah, it was watching some German dancing and some friggin' corny music pumping. I don't know. We had a good time.
My favorite thing of the stuff you posted.
Potato pancakes.
What was that?
Potato pancakes.
Oh yeah. Oh man, those are tasty.
Yeah.
Because, that would have gone great with my dinner.
Absolutely.
Fuck.
But here's a question.
What?
Do you do applesauce or do you sour cream?
I would prefer applesauce, but I would eat either. Really.
Yeah,
but...
I like the applesauce is traditional. It's a little sweet and savory.
Oh, even better.
For all you haters out there.
hate, yeah.
Yeah. Anyway, what were you saying? I honestly don't remember what I posted.
My favorite thing you posted was when you guys were watching music and you were like, "Come on, Glockenspiel."
Yeah, you'll have some nonsense.
Yeah. I watched it. I think I watched it 3 times because I don't know why. Nothing really is going on in the video. I think they're just about to play, and you're just like, "Yeah, Glockenspiel" or something like that.
Yeah, I think it's something we're going to start going to every year again.
Yeah,
I had a lot of fun. I mean, if you would like to partake next year, Brian, let me know.
All right.
Although I'm telling you, earlier the better. I know it doesn't work out well if you're sleep
No, I know what you're saying though, because it is like the last time I went. I think we went on like Saturday too, which is the worst day to go.
Yeah.
And we went it was like 7 or 8 o'clock. So it was towards the end, but it was everybody was like there was just so many obnoxious people.
Like it opens at noon. Drunk. We got there about 1.
Yeah.
We left probably about 5:36, and as we were leaving, it was getting busy.
Yeah. That seems like the right time to get the hell out of there.
Yeah.
I don't know how late it went tonight.
Ernest Brewworks was down there. They only had like a couple beers.
Yeah.
But they had Crunchy Hippie or Brown Ale.
Yeah.
But it was Black Forest Cake Crunchy Hippie.
Ooh. But that was good.
Oh yeah, you could definitely taste the chocolate and cherry in it.
Mm-hmm. So that's interesting because I thought, I think it was last year or the year before that Cloister was like the only non-German beer served there, basically.
Yeah, it was Ernest and Bud Light.
Bud Light. Yeah, right.
It's all German beers, and it was Ernest Brewworks was the only thing I saw that wasn't Bud Light or German beer.
Nice. Good move for Ernest, though. Good move for Ernest. It'll help him fill that building. Yeah. It's hard enough for him to do it as it is.
Well, it's one of those things. I'm like, I'm mostly heritage-wise German. I'm like, why did I not go to this?
Mm.
And then, so she's mostly German too. So I was like, let's go fucking celebrate our heritage. I was joking around going, we show up in full Nazi regalia.
Oh,
yeah, here for the fest.
Just because you own it doesn't mean you have to flaunt it, Tony. Jeez.
But yeah, it was a lot of fun. But I mean, man, those boots are like 20 plus ounces for sure.
Yeah.
There's a 20 ounce line on the side of boot, and they always give you a little more.
Right.
Yeah, I woke up about 3:30 in the morning, like, man, I gotta piss, and then I just could not really fall back asleep.
Oh, I thought this was going to turn into I thought this was going to turn into a different type of boot story.
No, I mean, I actually felt pretty good, but
that's good.
It was like, I didn't eat breakfast because I was like, I'm like, all right, it's gonna be a shit show at the fest.
Right, you're like, I gotta have more room for sausage.
Yeah. But I didn't even get it. We just had 8 potato pancakes there and had a peanut butter brownie, and I drank.
Wow, you didn't have any sausage?
No, what an idiot! Because then we came home and I was just like, dead. So I barely ate yesterday.
Well, fair enough. Man.
Yeah. But the fest was fun. Mm-hmm. And I figured I'm gonna buy one of those dopey German hats and put the pins and shit on it.
I thought
why not?
Thought you were gonna
probably become my beer fest hat.
I feel like you should go full regalia.
The lederhosen.
Everything. Yeah. I feel like that's your look.
I mean, it looks ridiculous.
Like I said. Yeah, but you're,
did the gaff. That was cool.
But think about it. You were willing to dress up for just regular beer fest. This way, it's like, I'm doing it for heritage. you know.
That's true. I am willing to dress up for just regular beer fest.
Yeah. See? You're
That's
all set.
accurate.
Yeah. Just this looks a tad more ridiculous than a full man or a full grown man in a dog suit.
I mean, does it though?
No.
It was weird because there was people in like cosplay walking around. Like I saw Cinderella and Captain America.
Well, that makes sense. Was Captain America going around punching people that were wearing like "I'm German" shirts?
That would have been amazing.
Or kicking him right in the hiney like he did Hitler in that one comic?
Well, it was so weird because the dude just had on like jeans, but then he had on like a Captain America like jacket.
Yeah.
And then he had the shield strapped to his back.
No, the question there is, did he ride in on a motorcycle?
Yeah, maybe. That'd be cool.
Because if so, maybe I'll excuse it, especially if he has some sort of Captain America, like, helmet.
Yeah, I don't know. I was just kind of like, whoa, Captain America. I don't know. The cosplay people were weird because I'm like, I get it at Beer Fest because it's right by, or Detroit Beer Fest because it's right around Halloween. It makes sense to me.
True.
And obviously, if you go to Comic Con or Gaming Con, okay, cosplay it up.
Yep.
German American Fest?
It is weird, yeah. Unless you're like cosplaying German-related pop culture things or something.
Yeah, I just didn't understand those couple people. And there was only a few. Most people are yelling in lederhosen or whatever, or
it's
just wearing like just whatever street gear.
People just taking whatever excuse they can take to wear their stuff. Which, hey, whatever,
I mean, I guess, right?
I mean, Cinderella likes sausage and beers too. I mean,
Oh, she probably does like sausage.
I mean, who doesn't? Sausage, there's delicious.
It's true.
I mean, I'm not gonna lie.
Not gonna lie. Not gonna.
I ate plenty of it when I was there last time. It was a huge mistake though, because I ate too much sausage and then was just whacking down beers and they were the German beers. So at the time, that was before craft beers. So that was like the heaviest beer I had ever drank.
Right.
Because some of those German beers don't mess around,
No, you get some of those Dunkels and stuff like that.
Yeah, and oh boy. Yeah, it was a mess later. So.
You'd be all right though.
Sure. Actually, the potato pancakes I ate that day were probably the saving grace.
Oh, those are delicious.
Yeah.
I'm a fan.
By saving grace, I mean kept me from throwing up.
They just binded everything.
I think it was it was my old, got to put some carbs in the belly, otherwise this is going to be a bad night. So.
And those are perfect because they're greasy carbs.
Yep.
Yeah.
I appreciate that you said greasy.
Deep fried shredded potatoes with other things mixed into it.
Good.
On a flat top grill.
Amen.
I mean, greasy.
Yep.
So.
Yep.
But no, I wanted to, I also wanted I got my Ohio driver's license on the way and registered I tried to register all my cars. Mm-hmm. Because, if you count Logan's car, because he sucks at life and hasn't signed it over to his name, although I've done all the work for him except for him actually doing the last step.
Right.
Which now I have to go do it in Ohio. But,
grab him by the scruff of his neck and make him.
Yeah. I mean, I hate the Michigan Secretary of State. It's the worst thing ever. Yeah. Monday through Friday, the hours suck.
Yeah,
they
terrible. Do. Yeah. The only day it's longer is awful. So.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The Ohio one's much easier to deal with because they have more flexible hours, open Saturdays. I didn't even realize that.
There's also more locations.
There's more of them. There's not just one like we have in Michigan where, I used to live and you currently live.
Yeah.
And, but I took my time, all right, I'm going to get my Jeep registered because insurance is cheaper. I've been driving my Jeep because I got the Buick.
Right.
So I was like, I'm going to get my Jeep registered so I can drive it, and get my license and blah, 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 blah. And they're like, oh, yeah. Do you have the cars with you? I'm like, no, I have the one. They're like, yeah, we can't give you an Ohio title until we can inspect it. They have to make sure the VIN matches.
Oh, wow. I don't think that it was that way before.
No,
in fact, I know it wasn't because I monkeyed with the title to that Mustang I had, and it was not in, I mean, it ran, but it didn't have tires that would have gotten it anywhere.
Yeah. Yeah, I even told them that because I kind of was like, well, when they asked me if it was there, I was like, well, no, it's garage parked. I was hoping to be like, oh, well, it's in storage or something, Mm-hmm. And they're like, okay, well, we can do the cards here. I'm like, oh, shit.
Alrighty then, yeah.
But I mean, it was like, I don't know, the whole process. Anytime you go to anything like that, it sucks.
Yeah.
Because, I walked in, I'm like, have ticket 06, and they're now serving 82.
Yeah, you got to wait for it to flip. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
And what you don't realize is the flip number is like 2,000.
Yeah. and there was this woman in there, like, I'm as I've getting older and my life has gotten turned upside down. Mm-hmm. Nice. I've tried not to like judge people as much. I'm trying to, turn over a new leaf, Brian.
Right.
But this bitch.
Wow.
Her and her family showed up, and like the kid, I don't know, he was young enough to be annoying. Why are we here, Mommy? And she's like, well, that's because every year you have to come and give the government money so you can drive your car because you don't own your car. And he's like, but why? He's like, well, because you have to give them their $60-some or you're not allowed to drive because the government owns your car. I don't think she realizes how this works.
I don't think that's how that works. Yeah.
Like pretty sure the bank owns your car, probably.
Yeah.
Just looking at you, I'm for sure.
Or some
money.
loan shark or something. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Some greasy like car dealership. Like one of those to where it's like if you're a second late, they lock your car so you can't get in.
For sure.
Or it won't start, whatever it is that they do.
But I mean, this whole nonsense of the man, woman, and kid, they want to shut the fuck up. And it was like, let me see your phone. I want your phone. No, ask your daddy. And and then this woman just seemed awful to me.
Yeah.
Because she was like, ask your daddy why he's tired. He slept all night and only worked 5 hours today.
Oh, like, damn.
I know. It's just like loud, too. Like, everyone can hear this shit.
Yeah, that's probably on purpose, I'm sure.
Oh, yeah.
Maybe not. Like, who knows, That's
just like, Jesus, who are these people? I couldn't wait for them to leave.
I hate people that are like that, and I hate people who allow people to be like that to them.
Yeah.
Like,
exactly.
That actually might irritate me more. I was in Meijer one day, and there's this guy's walking down the shampoo aisle, and he was like, what type did you say again? And she's like, well, if you'd fucking listen to me. And I'm like, oh boy, and he's like, well, I heard that you said, I forgot what brand it was. And he goes, but there's like 40 different ones, which is true.
Like Pantene or something.
Yeah. If I tell you
8 million different swabs.
Well, dude, even if I'm like, hey, Tony, go get me some Dove for Men shampoo, there's more than one.
Yeah.
There's like 5 or 10 or whatever there is. So,
plus, as a goof, I'd probably come back with some sort of pink label of glitter in it or something.
Is exactly what I wanted, so we're good. Yeah.
Oh, perfect.
I like glitter in my hair, even though I don't have much,
Yeah. Accentuates.
Yeah. You know how like you see guys on TV that are bald, and a lot of times they'll powder their heads so that they're not as shiny. See, I go the opposite way. I put nice little glitter up there, so it's it's like a rainbow of
life at a party, really.
Yeah, exactly.
Like a disco ball.
Yeah, it brings a smile to everyone's face,
Oh yeah.
Anyway, so this woman she's just berating this guy. And then she just basically just starts undressing him right there. I mean, but like verbally, dressing him down.
Creepy.
Yeah.
Now you get naked in shame because you're a shame boy.
I mean, she was doing everything but. I mean, she was just right, and this guy's just standing there, and I just walked up to her, and I was like, enough. And she's like, mind your own fucking business. And I'm like, no. I'm like, because you're yelling across a store. You're making it everyone's business. Just like anytime I see that and people are like, I wasn't talking to you, and be like, oh, really? We're in public. You're talking loudly. You're talking to everybody.
Yeah, exactly.
and like this, she was I just turned to the guy and I'm like, why are you putting up with this? And I just walked away. Like, it's just like, dude, like, fucking grow a set,
What you don't know is he shot her in her sleep later that night.
Man, I'd understand it. I mean, if I were a judge, I'd have a hard time throwing him in jail.
It's like in Chris Rock, but I understand.
Yeah, I mean, dude. Like I said, I just hate when people let someone just walk all over them like that. It's like, come on. Grow a backbone. Stand up for yourself. Think more of yourself than that.
Oh, well, that's what this woman was doing. Just, ugh.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then between the kid going, and like the dad or whatever handed the kid his phone, and he's like, "Hey, I need to see my phone for something." He's like, "No, use mom's phone. Use mom's phone." It's just like all these people should probably be just dragged out and just like thrown into a ditch.
Wow, that seems.
I mean, just not I don't know. It's just
I know
that. And I was like, all right, Tony, let's get back to playing this game on your phone.
Deep breaths.
Namaste,
yep.
Pull
the old like on Sam Harris. I've been I actually didn't mention that. I've been using the oh shit, I can't remember the name of it.
Was it that 10% happy or whatever?
No, was it Waking Up? I believe
Waking Up before you. Oh.
Yeah, I've just been using Wham to help me meditate.
Fuck yeah.
No, it's called Waking Up. It's by Sam Harris. And it's an app that's usually like $15 a month, but they have like some wording in the description that's like, hey, if you hit us up. And, so they gave me a subscription for a little while.
Oh, that's cool.
So I've been trying that, but it's funny because like when he's talking about being distracted, and like the hardest thing about meditating essentially is getting your brain to stop producing thought after thought after thought after thought and distracting what you're trying to do. And, so he'll be like, do this. Then the one time he was like, try to count to 10 without having a thought basically without being interrupted by a thought. And I was like, wow, that is impossible, basically. So
yeah, so difficult.
And it's like, so then he's like, but that's okay. He's like, just come back to the breath, focus on the breath. And it's like, now I'm picturing you doing that, like sitting there in the.
Oh, dude, I was just like, all right.
Yep.
Like,
in, out. Yep.
Yeah, I'm like, because these people are clearly awful people.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. And like the Illuminated said, like, they came from somewhere else in Toledo, because like I went to the Sylvania driver's license because right next door is a title agency.
Right. Yeah, that's the move right there for sure.
Yeah,
for what you're doing, especially. Yep.
Yeah, but so I'm sitting in there forever, and I get up to the line. I'm like, hey, and that's where the guy tells me like, well, no, I'm sorry. When I first got there, I went to the title agency because I'm like, I can't get registration with Michigan Title.
Yeah.
And that's when the guy's like, well, you have to go next door to the DMV and they'll inspect the VIN, and then you can come back here and get a title.
Oh, you know what? I wasn't thinking about that. Duh, that's why. Because you're going state to state. Yeah. Yeah. I'm thinking just in general they do, and I bet they don't if it's in Ohio and you're just, renewing this or that or transferring a title. Yeah, okay.
But, so that annoyed me because I'm like, fuck, so now I got to go wait in line and come back here and go back in. At least the dude who helped me in the DMV was like, hey, here's what we're going to do. I'm going to come out and go look at your car. You go in the title agency. When you get your title, you just come back and you see me.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh, thank God. Because I sat in there forever.
Right. I do like that they do that to where if it's something to where you're halfway through the process, they don't make you go back to the beginning, Yeah. I'm sure it always irritates when you're in line, though, and you see somebody just come in and walk right up, and you're like, man, I've been sitting here for 3 hours.
Yeah, exactly. The fuck?
This motherfucker.
But it's like, the only thing I can say is registering my car and getting a license and, all that jazz.
Yeah.
So much cheaper in Ohio.
Oh, it's way cheaper in Ohio.
And I already got Ohio insurance rolling.
Yeah.
I'm paying, like, over $250 less.
Yeah, I don't doubt it.
I was paying in Michigan.
Yeah, that no-fault stuff is insane.
Yeah, it's like I feel like I just got a raise.
Yeah, literally. I mean, it's one of the biggest like rips, And the worst part is that a lot of Michigan, like I know a lot of states, but a lot of Michigan, the Detroit area and all that kind of stuff, there's so much low income there and people can't afford this kind of insurance.
Yeah.
I don't understand how this state has not turned it over to just, like most states have, just normal insurance, not freaking no fault.
Well, bro, I mean, when I was doing Michigan insurance, because I had Logan, myself, and his car and my car.
Right.
And the Jeep was on, like, storage insurance because I wasn't driving it.
Yeah, right.
It was basically like I had a second car payment every month.
Yeah, I don't doubt it.
It's so expensive.
Yeah. It's insane what it costs. Like, my brother was over and he was talking with my mom about insurance and she was telling him what she pays and he's like, wow. Because it's like one insurance payment for her, I think, pays like $3 3 payments for him or something like that.
Yeah, I
and
mean,
he had 2 vehicles on his. She only had 1 on hers.
Yeah, exactly.
It's crazy because the insurance place he goes to, and a lot of the ones in Ohio, I'm sure it works that way in lots of places. But it was like if you have more than one, the price per goes down.
Yeah.
You know. So,
well, I mean, you know what? Who cares? I'm just going to throw the numbers out there. So when I was in Michigan, right?
Yeah.
I had Logan, I had my car, his car. I was paying $347 a month.
Jesus.
Right.
Yeah.
So now, in Ohio, I don't have Logan anymore because Jeannie put him under her insurance. I was like, oh, cool. I don't have to insure him as a driver.
Yeah.
So I have me. And I have 3 cars, you know, the Jeep, the Buick, his car.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to be paying $126 a month.
It's funny because in my head the number was 120, so it wouldn't have been too far off.
Isn't that insane?
Yeah, that's so ridiculous.
Yeah.
Yeah, and like I said, and the worst
once
part is
winter
like,
rolls round, I'm going to put the Jeep on storage.
Yeah,
again,
I was going to say
the
once
heat doesn't work in it right now.
I was going to say once you transfer it to Ohio, you should be able to put it in storage. My brother had that with one of his.
Yeah, like I'm going to probably drive it for a while.
Yeah,
you know, because it's still warm out.
Mm-hmm.
But once it gets cold, until I get the heat fixed,
yeah, that's a good move.
It's going to go back into storage.
Yeah, because we're not necessarily known for our mild winters here. So,
No.
Yeah.
Although if that July, anything's possible.
Yeah, true enough. Wow. Yeah, and the worst part on that insurance is that, you know, like up here, it's like if somebody like wrecks you, unless you have like nerve damage, you have no no way of going after them. It's all on you, and then your insurance goes up.
Yeah, it's
so stupid. Like you could be driving as safe as possible. Some asshole just like Jen that one time, you know, coming back from family video up here, and somebody rear-ended her, you know, and she had to go to like physical therapy and different stuff, but the injury still wasn't like, there wasn't any documented like nerve damage. So basically it was all out off her insurance.
That's ridiculous.
And it's like, that's stupid. She was being safe and driving how she's supposed to. Someone else hits you and basically it ends up being your problem. You know,
right.
Like that doesn't make any sense. It's like going up to somebody and just punching them, breaking their jaw, and it's like, oh, well, enjoy going to pay for your own doctor visit.
Yeah.
You know, like, what?
Yeah, that shit's crazy.
Like, no, I'm going to sue you and make you pay for it.
You son of a bitch.
Since you caused this. Yeah, it's stupid. I hate it so much. And like I said, with a poor state, you'd think they'd get rid of it because it hurts.
I know it's been on
people.
The ballot a couple times.
I don't know how it can't. It just will not, like, can't seem to get enough to pass. I don't understand it. Like, it just boggles my mind. I don't care who you are. I mean, unless you're a terrible driver and you're getting your other terrible driver cohorts to vote it down, you know,
yeah,
like,
right.
Like, whoa, I caused 12 accidents last year and they cost me 4 cents. I mean,
yeah, I don't get it.
Such bullshit.
Yeah, but yeah, so
Anyway.
I'm glad I took care of that. It feels weird having Ohio plates on my thing again.
Yeah, I bet. And having an Ohio
but-
license too, I bet.
Yeah, well, once I get it. Right
Did
now,
you-
I just have this giant piece of paper. Like, oh, you got to keep this together.
Oh, yeah.
It's like,
They pin it to your shirt. Yeah, I remember. I've seen it.
might
Yeah.
as well.
Yeah. Along with
Yeah.
your mittens, just in case, you know.
Just in case.
So it's funny, like up here, I still have the same picture on my ID as when I moved up here, and that was
Right.
before I grew my beard, and I had hair on my head, but I don't have to, like, all you have to do is just renew it. You don't have to update the picture.
That seems weird.
Because I renewed it online, and I'm thinking, oh, I'm probably going to have to upload a picture or go in for a picture or something. Nope.
Wow, that's pretty bizarre.
I'm using like an 8-year-old picture or something like that, you know?
Yeah.
By an 8-year-old picture, I mean me as an 8-year-old.
An 8-year-old.
Yeah. Like I said, before I grew my beard.
Yeah, for sure.
Had hair on my head, you know?
Yeah, they're under it.
Yeah. That would be hilarious. I'm sure they would never let you just submit your own picture because of obvious, you know,
Oh my God.
reasons. But that'd be so damn funny to do it.
Yeah, just a child.
Yeah. I mean, it'd be me, but just as a kid, you know?
I mean, it seems legit.
Yeah.
Legit. Man, dying.
Be like, no, I just
So-
look really
so I
young
had
for my
that,
age.
Right?
Mhm.
And then when I did get up to the counter, I'm like, oh, got this lovely gentleman helping me out there over, right here. He's a very nice guy talking to me, helping me throw things. I'm like, oh, look at this lovely gentleman over here. Oh my God, that's a lady. This woman. And I know it happens. Like later in life, your hormones stop firing and shit.
Yeah.
But she had a mustache. Like, and not like, oh, she's getting facial hair. Like a mustache.
Right.
And a soul patch.
All right.
Groomed.
Now, for the, because we're woke gentlemen, are you sure this isn't somebody maybe that's, a transitioning person or something?
I don't honestly know.
Yeah.
Because she was a very old lady. She was pretty overweight. Mm. So, but she sounded,
maybe she
sounded
just
womanly, kind of, like the gruff older woman voice, but she had a short hair. I don't know, Brian.
Right? Yeah.
I know. I was just like, I was more thrown off by the fact that she had a groomed mustache.
Well, if you're going to have one, at least take care of it,
For sure. It was,
you look over,
geez.
You look over and they're earling their mustache,
Yeah, right. You got like waxing on the handlebars.
Man. Sure. Got to make it look
nice. One of little metal combs.
Yeah. It's important.
Yeah, I don't know. Like I've seen, women with facial hair and it's like, well, it happens, whatever.
Yeah.
This is the first time I've ever seen it when it looked like it was like groomed.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's what threw me off.
Yeah. Well, like I said, maybe it's just like, well, if I'm going to have one, it might as well look good,
Like, why fight nature? Let's just trim this bitch up.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah. Like I might as well just look like Doc Holliday,
Yeah. Thank God it wasn't that thick.
Yeah.
I'd hate to, I'd hate to be like, second best mustache in the room to an old lady.
Right.
That'd be a bummer and a half.
Sam Elliott's there delivering the best mustache trophy to her. Yeah.
Yeah, right. Like, God damn it.
It's like, man, I've had this for a while. Yeah.
Like, so is she. Is she her age? I don't know. It was just
who knows?
Weird.
Yeah, I know. It's, and that's the stuff where, I know a lot of people have issues with, the different pronouns and whatnot now because you're not sure and you can't assume anymore, know, because 10, 20 years ago, you'd look at somebody like that and be like, wow, that woman has got a thick, luxurious mustache. And now, who knows? Maybe they don't identify as a woman. Maybe it's,
Yeah, and that did cross my mind. Because I was actually, I was trying not to stare.
I understand,
But I was still, checking her out to be like, she was like, is this a transitioning situation? What's going on?
I know.
Here?
That's the problem is we're trying to figure it out when really it doesn't matter, but it's...
No,
our brains just want to figure it out, yeah.
Yeah, it's just, Well, I think that's me. I want to have I want to know where I can set things.
Yeah.
I didn't know what shelf to put her on.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. I saw a guy the other day that his mustache was, I'm not even sure it was a mustache or if he just hasn't trimmed his nose hairs in a long time because it was mostly
intense.
It was one of those guys where it's not like Hitler small, but like some guys cut their mustaches down to where it's like, I don't know. It's more like just under your nose or in between like your pupils of your eyes, basically.
Yeah.
So it doesn't go all the way.
Right by their mouth. Almost.
Yeah, but it doesn't go all the way to the edge. It's a weird, it just looks weird. This dude had that, and seriously, it was so long, but the way it looked, it was in two, basically if it was two fangs, of hair. But
what the hell?
It looked like they were just growing right out of his nose.
Wow, that's disturbing as all hell.
A lot of us have, the hair goes right up to your nose and...
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I guess, at that point he was probably just like, hey, you know what, I can just quit trimming this. No one's ever going to really notice.
Man, some of those heavy gauge, wiry nose hairs.
Yeah. Those things are no joke, man. Those are tough to deal with,
I know, right?
I'm
sure Annalise probably has some tools to splice them together and shit.
I'm glad that's where you went with that. I was like, are you suggesting she has robust nose hair?
She's a delicate flower.
That's
Brian,
listen. I haven't met her in person, but that was what I was assuming.
I don't know. She's rather short, so I never got to look up the old nostrils.
Oh no. Meanwhile, that's all she got to look at for you.
Yeah, exactly. She saw me in full regalia.
Yeah. She's like, dude, every time you breathe, it's like pussy willows in the breeze.
Yeah, exactly. It's like an angry cobra in my nose.
Yeah. That would be a weird thing to have up there.
It would be. It would be terrifying.
Like you sneeze, it attacks someone. That'd be horrible.
Exactly.
Yeah. Man.
What do you think about this whole like internet phenomena going on right now about number neighbors? Have you seen this nonsense?
Yeah.
What do you feel about this? I think it's kind of bullshit, but at the same time, I almost want to like text my number neighbor.
I lean towards the prior thought. Like I just have no want to do this. Like some of them I've read have been funny, you know, but there's also been ones where it's like, okay, you're just harassing this person. Like, you know, when they weren't playing along, you should have just let it go and the person will keep trying, you know, it's like,
like, hey, number neighbor.
Yeah. It's
we're
like,
neighbors.
Clearly they want nothing to do with you. Leave them alone, you know, but if they start playing along, I mean, hey, whatever, you know,
it's fun and games then.
I mean, listen, I got a random text the other day. Is like, I haven't gotten a text from like a number I don't know in a long time, and I got one and I'm like, I don't recognize this number, and it was like, hi, you know, like so I was like, hi, who is this? And they didn't respond. So I was like, all right, well, whatever. Probably something I just turned over all my records to somebody, you know.
Yeah, probably. Who knew?
It happens, you know.
Well, hopefully you get that sweet Nigerian payout.
I know, right? Joke's on them. I've been stealing identity since I was 4, so no.
That'll learn them.
Yeah, and I only steal bad ones.
Yeah, well, naturally.
Yeah. That way, if someone steals my identity, they just get a real clunker.
The old clunker.
Mm-hmm. Oh man. Yeah, I'm with you on that a little bit. It is a little intriguing, but also weird.
Yeah, it's just like part of me kind of wants to like just do it, just see what happens. But the other part of me is like, I don't want to just bother someone, because when I get bothered, I'm like,
right.
You know?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. It's that whole situation.
I think that's probably about where I sit on it too. Is I'm curious. It'd be fun to do maybe, but at the same time, we had to, like, for our job, we used to have to call and bother people. So
yeah, I think that's actually one of the reasons I'm kind of like,
Yeah, me too. Because I hated doing it then, you know, mainly because I didn't think it was efficient, and it's not. It's really not efficient for a video store to call in. Hey, your movies are late. Because how often did you get oh, geez, thanks for reminding me, versus a no answer or okay and hang up?
I mean. Yeah, they weren't that often.
No.
They did happen, but they weren't that often.
Yeah, it was like 1 in 20 or something like that. Yeah, and it's like, okay, with those kind of numbers, it's like, and then you have someone else do them again later in the day for the ones, and it's like, it's just wasting time. There's better stuff to do.
Yeah, like anything.
Yeah, like anything. You're right.
Yeah.
Go
like
pick up with your hands.
With our dicks.
Yes. I think the name of the episode might just be Ben Space Time. And, you know, people just have to fill in that blank.
You know, you could do.
Huh?
Maybe. I don't know how iTunes scan stuff.
Yeah.
Or you could do Ben Space Time, put an asterisk, and then in the show notes, put the asterisk in the parentheses, and I'm just like, with hard dicks. But I don't know what all iTunes looks into when they're like,
I don't either. Yeah. Yeah.
Stupid Apple.
Yeah.
Stupid Apple being stupid Apple.
Yeah. Seriously, we're all grown adults. We can handle some language.
Language and such.
Yep.
Oh man, let me tell you, I've been like, I think I really lucked out at my job, because you know, I like having hours and making money.
Yeah.
And lately, for some reason, they've been sending home like because we're. One of the things is way behind, so we're, you know, stockpiling shit, and they're like, we can't cut any more stuff, so we got to send people home.
Yeah.
It's like the past 2 weeks, some of the lines have only been getting like 20-some hours.
Oh, geez.
Yeah, and I was supposed to be on one of those lines, but the day I started was the day, like, the dude's place I took put his 2 weeks in.
Oh, yeah, right.
And, like, they basically told us, like, oh, yeah, you guys can work as much as you want. which I think is terrific.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I don't know how some of those people are making their goddamn like bills and shit. Honestly.
Yeah, right. Yeah, because you can't. Because I can't imagine you can claim any sort of unemployment on that. You know, because you're still
just
working.
bumming.
Yeah. Unless
crazy.
there's some technicality or something, and it's not a union situation, so there's no guaranteed pay out or something. So yeah, I don't know, man. That's got to be tough.
Yeah, I don't know how. It sucks because it's like I don't know how they like can get away with that or whatever.
Yeah,
you know. Mm. But it's like I guess they don't guarantee you time.
Right. Well, and it makes sense. I mean, you know, like right now, it's like if you know, you've got a machine or something backed up. It's like, what can you do? You know, you can't. There's no work. You know,
that's
so,
exactly what it is.
Yeah, you know, it's
it's like spot. It's not like there's no work. It's like, okay, so if we let these guys work 40 hours and they're cutting glass, we have nowhere to put it.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Because the machine that it's going to is way behind.
Oh, okay.
You know, so it's like, oh, okay, sorry, you guys get to go home.
Yeah.
It's like it's just.
Which you know, I mean, obviously, especially for a couple days there or whatever, people are probably like, sweet, you know, a couple days off of work, who cares, you know? But then it becomes hey, we've got bills.
Yeah, exactly. It becomes actually people coming to our little department going like, hey, you guys need help?
Yeah, I bet. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's looking for anything, you know, any scraps out there. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, because it's not like you can pick up another job at that point, because I'm sure at any, you know,
before time, like, oh, hey, we're back full strength now. Everything's running.
Yeah. Like, oh, okay.
I don't know. I'm just,
Yeah.
You know, praise baby Jesus.
Yeah, like you said, I think you did too, because I think you inadvertently kind of skipped a step.
Oh yeah.
You know, like you know, instead of having to start there and work to where you are, you lucked into. They were just like, hey, start over here. So
yeah, basically.
Yeah.
Whew.
Yep. Yeah. Right.
That's all I could say.
Yeah. Seriously. Yeah.
Oh man. But yeah, as for my week, I mean that's kind of about it. But I do have some linky links.
Yeah. All right.
If you want to do some little linky link talk.
Yeah. All right. We can do that. Let's go.
All right. Mm-hmm. This one might shock you. It shocked me.
Okay.
Were you aware that drinking bleach won't cure autism or cancer?
Wait, what?
I know, right?
I've been drinking it for years and I don't have either.
It's a fucking cure, man.
Yeah.
No, apparently because, you know, the internet's the internet.
Yeah.
That there's been people saying like, oh yeah, if you drink bleach, it'll cure your autism. It'll clear your HIV and AIDS and your cancer. And
I mean, if you drink enough of it, I mean, it kind of will because you'll die.
Well, it's just like how we say fire fixes everything.
Yeah. I mean, you know what bugs me more is not so much that somebody would say these things work, but that anyone would believe that these things work.
Yeah, I mean, it's to the point that the FDA had to put out, you know, a statement
like,
saying,
hey, idiots, how about you
work.
Don't drink that? Yeah. And then there's going to be the conspiracy. Oh, they just don't want you to, you know there's a cure for it out there. They want you to keep taking those drugs. And
right.
I mean, mainly because I started that part of it, but, you know, because I got a big kickback from the pharmaceutical industry. You know.
Yeah, it's silly.
No. That's beyond silly. Like,
yeah,
again, though, you know, I always go back to, like, you know, like you talk about, it's the old, you know, back in the day, those are the people wolves would have eaten, you know, like.
Yeah, like, well, it doesn't smell good. Better drink it.
Yeah, I feel like that's part of the problem with the world is that, you know, we've made it too easy for those kind of people to exist. Like, instead of having the uphill fight they should have.
Yeah, right.
Like, if somebody's dumb enough to stick their hand under a mower, have at it.
You know what? Actually, I'm upon further scrolling of this article, because, you know, we did salty language. I didn't actually read the whole article.
Oh.
It's actually the stuff being marketed called Miracle Mineral Solution.
Oh, okay.
Which they recommend you mix with citric acid when you're drinking it, and it turns it into a powerful bleaching agent.
Oh, my God.
So, it says that there's been like 7 deaths since 2009.
I mean, I know that's a long time, but still.
That's a long time and not many deaths, let's be honest.
Yeah, I feel like that number should be higher.
Yeah, but it's still.
Yeah.
Still.
The fact that 7 people. Oh, man. See, that's the shit, like when people are like, well, I don't know why I should learn science or I shouldn't. This is why knowledge is important. This is why it's important to fight the whole fake news bullshit and stuff like that. So this kind of shit doesn't keep happening, even though it always will. There's always going to be someone dumb enough to do something.
Right, exactly.
But those numbers should always be minimized as much as possible by just rational thought. But
yeah, it's like it even says Amazon had to take 2 books off that were claimed to contain cures for autism. One of which, the healing the symptoms known as autism, recommends that children with autism drink and bathe in chlorine dioxide.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Jesus. I mean, hell, why don't you just say, with our special patented cleansing bullets, we can cure you of anything.
Ooh, cleansing bullets.
Yeah, just apply directly to your face.
Mm-mm. Do you have to have an official launcher?
Well, obviously.
Of course.
Available at our conveniently located website.
Oh, how convenient.
And on Amazon.com, because everything's available on Amazon.
Well, yeah, naturally.
Really quick, kind of somewhere in the same universe there. I read an article from, I think it was from the Wall Street Journal. They talked about on Amazon how they did a review of a ton of products, and there's a whole bunch of products that they found on the site that are actually ones that have been, like people are claiming that they're, there was something, I forgot what it was for kids, and they claimed that it was FDA approved, and the FDA does not look at those kind of products. So it's not possible for it to have been FDA approved. And there's like a motorcycle helmet that isn't like up to whatever the safety standards have to be.
ODOT standards or
yeah, it's not up to those standards. And a guy was wearing one and died in an accident, and his mom sued. And there's a bunch of products that are essentially like have been deemed as unsafe for like kids or whatever, and they're still being sold as though they're safe.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah, and it's a 2-part thing, because on one part it's like, well, if you're a parent and you're buying something, you really should do better research,
Yeah, fair enough.
But I'm not putting it all on the parents. Amazon should also be going, hey, you can't list that on our site. Like, we're not going to allow this, because it's all third-party stuff.
Right.
Or I think almost all of it was. Meanwhile,
but
Target.
There's got to be someone that checks everything that gets listed or whatever. But
there should be, yeah.
How much? It makes you wonder how much crap gets listed on Amazon like every minute.
It's amazing, the numbers. I don't know the exact numbers, but it's a ridiculous number.
Yeah.
Because I don't know, if people like those commercials that talk about how most of the sales on Amazon are from small businesses and whatever, that's not an untrue statement. That is actual true. Right. Because part of it is how Amazon is trying to argue that they're not a monopoly, because they don't even control most of their own market, basically.
Right.
Which is, real sketchy dive, but whatever. But yeah, it was kind of alarming that much stuff popped up on there, and it's like, well, there you go. And, so if you're buying something that needs, like if you're buying something for your child or something that's supposed to be a safety instrument, like a helmet or whatever, make sure you do research on it. Make sure there aren't recalls on it. Make sure, and this is just in general, not just on Amazon. I mean, this is just smart, especially for kids. I mean, as an adult, if you buy a helmet that doesn't work, there's no guarantee a helmet's going to save your life anyway,
Right, for sure.
Even if they're graded the highest thing on the market, depending on what you hit and how you hit and everything,
Yeah, if you get launched into a farm combine, that helmet's not going to save you.
It's like, well, the rest of his body's just mangled, but his head,
this helmet is unique. It's pristine.
Yeah. His head, oddly enough, suffered 0 damage, which means he felt all of this. So you can take, yeah. So, but yeah, anyway, so Yeah, like I said, if
bodies destroyed, heads in perfect shape. Well,
Yeah.
at least you can have an open shoebox funeral.
open shoebox. Do you want the helmet on or off?
Yeah.
Yeah, no reason to take it off now.
Well, he died doing what he loved, getting mangled by a farm.
Yeah, I was gonna say screaming while getting mangled. Yeah.
Yeah.
Fucking A. Yeah, if I can find the that article, I'll throw it in the show notes too. Man, though, bleach. People don't drink bleach. Like,
Yeah, no.
This is one of those things. See, I was taught that as a kid because
Yeah, same here.
we had bleach under the counter, and I was always told, you don't mix cocktails from underneath the sink. Like that's not where
right,
that
exactly.
you don't drink this stuff. So yeah. Man, I tell you what.
Yeah, people will suck.
Yeah, I mean, don't get me wrong. It wasn't as convenient as in TV shows and cartoons where there was the skull with the X on it, so you knew it was poison. But
That's how they should be.
I mean, there is. I think on the side there used to be like a little tiny graphic or whatever that would be.
There should be giant ones.
It should be like no drink, like it's just
Yeah,
right there. Don't drink.
Well, like seriously, there should be giant skull and cross so you can be like, show your dumb little kid who can't read.
Yeah.
You see this? This will hurt you.
Do not put this in your face or any orifice. Yeah.
Yeah. Ugh.
Jeez.
Well, I guess speaking of some more dumb shit, unless you got some links. we can
No,
bounce back and
I
forth.
really got nothing. Yeah.
All right. Well, so
I always love when the stories start that way.
YouTube, right?
Yeah.
We all love the YouTube.
Sure.
This cat is attacking a cat and mouse over here. Right by the mic stand. Why
Perfect.
wouldn't it?
Yeah.
If you turn off my power strip, I will roundhouse you. So YouTube's been taking down videos of robots
Okay.
fighting,
Okay.
citing animal cruelty.
Huh?
I don't know.
How is that animal cruelty?
I don't know. It is. I don't know if it's mistaking the robots as animals, or if there's some sort of weird YouTube algorithm and it's like AI and it's like these are my brothers. And it's just taking them down.
That would be funny. Yeah, have you seen the the episode of Futurama where Bender gets, forgive the pun, bent out of shape because he's being treated like a robot?
No, but that sounds amazing.
Yeah, it's a really good episode where, he's basically like, oh, we're just robots to you, huh? We just this and this. And they're like, well, yeah, that's why you were made, like.
Yeah, actually, that is exactly what it is.
Yeah, that's exactly what it is, yeah.
Yeah.
That's very weird.
Right? Isn't that weird?
Very. Very weird. Huh. Does, YouTube hasn't explained why, though, huh?
No, it really, at least not according to this article.
That's crazy.
Make sure. Yeah. It says, obviously it's been a mistake, but it seems that research has shown that we humans feel uncomfortable to see robots being treated unfairly.
I don't.
Have you ever felt bad about that when they were like, they showed those MIT robots and they're like pushing them around and falling down stairs?
I'm not gonna lie. I'm kind of like, wow, those guys are dicks, but but at the same time, it's like it's a robot, so
Yeah.
It's why like in oh shit, what do you call it? Like different cartoons, like for kids and stuff. It's why sometimes they'll have the perfect example. This isn't really for kids, but Samurai Jack. All the villains are essentially robots, so Jack can
do whatever,
maim them as he wants without it showing him hurting a person.
Right.
And that way kids can watch it, and that's the thought behind it anyway. Violence to robots, no one feels sorry about it, but and in that cartoon, it actually makes a big difference storytelling wise, because when he finally, spoilers, he stabs or somehow kills one of the daughters of Aku, and he basically flips out because it's the first person he's ever killed.
Oh.
So
right.
all that buildup of the robots that he had been killing, that when he finally kills that person, the weight of it really is there storyline-wise. But anyway, that's the whole reason behind that, though, is you can get away with it and no one cares.
Right.
It's like, it's just robots. Who cares?
Well, it's like, that's like, I mean, Spurlers, Westworld Spurlers.
Mm-hmm. Wait, there's robots in Westworld? There's robots in Westworld? No.
I mean, no. No, it's just a cool cowboy show.
Ah, that's what I thought. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly. When shit happens to him, I mean, it's a little different there. You do feel a little different because of how they are trying to get you to feel empathy for the robots.
I'm just saying, like, if, you take real life quote unquote situation.
Yeah, right.
I don't give a shit when I see MIT guys shoving a robot around.
Yeah.
But if it was a Westworld situation, there's no way I could be like that evil dude, like the Man in Black or whatever.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's just not my, it's just like, ugh, it feels weird.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
But if someone's, like I said, shoving some MIT robot into a pile of boxes and laughing at it, it makes me, I'm like, stupid robot.
You know what, though? It's like, okay, now I'm going to play devil's advocate, because you remember that hug...
I am the devil.
that, no, I'm going to start doing my Pacino impression. No, Anyway, that robot that was the hug bot or whatever from Canada, remember when it got to Philly and people destroyed it? And we were like, wow, what assholes, So, I mean, maybe we do feel sorry for robots once in a while.
That's true.
Because but again, that's more of a judgment of the people than what it's like, wow, they're dicks, kind of like the guys at MIT. I mean, they're being dicks to that robot,
Pure Philly right there.
Yeah. Like, you don't have to feel sorry for that robot getting shoved around by the MIT people, but, you can look at them going, wow, they're being real jerks to that thing.
Yeah, for sure.
But, yeah.
Ugh.
Wow.
Man, this guy's getting tired over here.
Silly YouTube taking robot videos down.
All right, bro. I got two more stories.
All right.
They both actually share a theme.
Okay.
But one, I'm going to let you pick. One involves senior citizens, one involves pigs.
Oh, wow.
But they share a theme.
I can't wait to find out what the theme is then. Let's say the senior citizens for last, I guess.
All right. Say senior citizens for last. So this is probably the best headline I've seen in a long time.
Okay.
Sex pigs halt traffic after laser attack on Pokemon teen.
That's a great episode title.
Yeah, it's a lot of words.
Also, I'm not going to lie. I'm picturing like a tour poster, and like Sex Pigs is the band, and the rest of that is the like descriptor for the tour, Right. Yeah. Wow. Wow. All right. Well, so what's going on here?
So this is a Dateline, Isjon, Sweden.
Naturally.
Of course,
that is
Sweden.
The home of Sex Pigs, the, dark metal band.
Right. Naturally.
Mm-hmm.
So it was like Friday night and stuff, and two teens went outside to go play Pokemon Go because they're teens. Mm-hmm. They got enough better to do in this tiny town of 2,000 people.
Right.
And so they're going all night, and they saw two people wearing rubber pig masks. And they started screaming at them and then shooting green lasers at them.
Wow. All right.
So the beam hit one of the kids in the face, and they're shaken but unharmed. But then later, more people saw these people, and they were wearing T-shirts, one labeled King, one labeled Queen, and they were having sex behind the small town's water wheel.
I mean, it's tough to go by a water wheel and not have sensual thoughts. I mean, I think we can all agree on that, especially when you're wearing a pig or a mask. Wow.
So it caused a traffic jam because there's apparently a road right there.
I just love that people are just rubbernecking to it. Now, the
I
real question there is, was one of them squealing?
I mean, I hope so.
Oh,
pig
man.
masks.
Squealing like a pig, yeah.
And it says the police didn't care about the traffic jam they caused, but they were concerned about the laser attack and the public sex.
Yeah.
Because it's like, hey, you shoot somebody in the face with an eyeball or a green laser in the eyeballs, it can really damage you.
Yeah.
And they're like, and if anyone, this is what I think is funny, the water wheel sex could be considered sexual harassment if anyone took offense. Sweden sounds amazing, guys.
Oh, my God. Wow. That's so much. I just feel like Sweden got a taste of Florida.
Yeah, right.
Because if you had just said Dateline Florida and then said all those things, I would have been like, totally, this makes sense. Sounds like a Florida thing.
Oh, for sure.
So,
it's the best headline ever.
damn. I almost feel like that one should have been held to the end. Oh well, we'll see. We'll see.
Like I said, Brian, they share a theme.
All right, so this last one contained Pokemon Go, pig masks, sex, lasers. Am I missing anything else? Traffic jam, I guess.
Traffic jam, sure.
Man, all right. So I'm gonna say sex is the theme.
Hey,
Did I get it?
Nailed it.
All right.
So apparently, this is in Connecticut.
Right.
There's a conservation area in Fairfield, Connecticut.
Okay.
That has been it's been publicized on the internet for people to meet up and have sex.
Nice.
So the police staked it out, right?
Naturally, sexily,
and sexily staked it out.
Yeah.
And what did they do? They nabbed 6 senior citizens ranging in age from 62 to 85.
Nice, hot.
5 men and an 85-year-old woman were involved in lewd and sexual activity.
Wait, hold up. Okay, so are these like various couples, or are we talking like a gang situation?
It doesn't specify. It just says 5 men and an 85-year-old woman.
Wow, all right.
So I don't know if she's like airtight and ski poling, or I don't know what's going on.
Right, that's what I was kind of getting at there. Oh my.
Yeah.
All right. Ski poling.
I mean, for sure, Blue Chews were had.
Oh man. Now, are Blue Chews only for older people?
See, the blue hair. Whoever wants, I get it. That's what old Fred said as he's about ready to go down on Ethel.
Yeah.
Blue Chew, yeah.
Yeah. He's got to move the doily first. So here's a question for you.
Like it's like an old couch.
Yeah, it's got plastic over it. Oh man, fuck. Oh, what a traumatic experience.
No, for sure.
Wow, that is something.
Yeah, right. I mean, the only thing I can say is, gives you hope for being older. These people out there.
Sure. I mean, getting after it.
Public in a field.
Yeah. I just love when people like that I'm sure there's the whole, exhibitionism aspect to it, but it's just like when people get caught in these public areas, like I get it when you hear stories of like how a lot of, gay men used to do this kind of stuff because, not just used to, I mean, they're probably still happening, whatever, but because they didn't feel safe anywhere else kind of a thing, Right. But it's like, I just feel like where we're at now, it's just like, man, go get a room, damn.
Yeah, I know. It's like you guys are
just share a room and have an orgy. Yeah, Yeah,
the youngest was 60 something.
Yeah.
You can't tell me the 60 can't pool together some money and get like a Motel 6 room.
That's what I'm saying. Just have an orgy, or just whatever. Yeah. Everyone stays to their quadrant or whatever,
Whatever they were up to.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't really want to know what they were up to, but I kind of want to know what they're up
it's
to.
Just all hardcore anal. Yeah.
It's just, because, I mean, I know old people still have sex.
Sure.
But, yeah, still.
Yeah.
5 men, one 85-year-old. 85.
Was she's a cougar to them, right?
Oh my God, maybe. I don't know what that would be anymore.
Saber-tooth tiger.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah. Wow. All right.
Hey, congratulations on guessing the theme, though.
Yeah, I wish they would have been wearing pig masks. That would have really,
I know, that would have been amazing.
It would have been even funnier with the last story, but like, what the hell is going on? Is this like a worldwide thing?
Yeah, right.
Oh man. So here's a question for you.
What's up?
So with all the Blue Chew ads that are on basically every podcast now, is it like, I kind of feel like, you remember how when we first started hearing about like medicinal weed cards, how it was basically like you walk in and you're like, oh, hey, my elbow hurts when I do this. And they're like, oh, wow, you have this, and, you know.
Yeah, you have like the worst arthritis you can ever have. Better smoke some weed.
Yeah. It's, you know, I was, as much as I hate this show, but they had 2.5 Men on in the living room the other night, and I was sitting out there eating. And
sorry, Brian.
There's a scene where Charlie Sheen goes into the pharmacy, and the pharmacist is Martin Mull. And basically, he's basically like a drug pusher. And I don't mean that as, oh, he's a pharmacist. I mean that as he's basically a drug pusher who happens to be a pharmacist.
I mean, that's kind of funny.
And he's great in the short amount of time I saw him, because Martin Mull, he's fantastic, right? So
yeah, for sure.
Anyway, he talks to Charlie about how he needs, how he should try to get some medicinal weed. And Charlie was like, you know, don't you need a prescription for it? You know, and he's like, what are you, a cop? And and then he goes, okay. And he pulls up like on his computer, like he Skypes to this like doctor. And the doctor was like, okay, let me see him. And he turns the screen around, you know, and he's like, okay, turn your head and cough. Charlie turns his head and cough. And the guy goes, oh, that is not good. And then he's like, and then you see a paper printout that's the prescription. And Martin Mull goes, he looks at it and goes, oh, congratulations, you have glaucoma. You know, and it's like, I kind of feel like the Blue Chew thing is going to be that way now too. Because, you know, they all say you speak with a real doctor and all this, which, you know, it's probably a podiatrist or something. But
yeah, exactly.
It's like, oh, yeah. And it's like,
oh, doc, I have ED. We just want to just like basically have a party pill.
Yeah, electric dance. Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Well, I mean, you know, it was only a matter of time because, you know, what is it? Viagra's now a generic because it's been out long enough.
Right. That's exactly what is allowing Blue Chew and all these other companies to do this stuff. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's just weird to me because those are not safe medicines. Like, those are not safe for everybody. You know, like if you have heart issues, those things can, I mean, not just that, just in general. I mean, there's been guys that have lost their hearing, they've lost their sight, you know, like this is, I mean, you know, I understand, you know, you're like, hey, whatever gets it going, but
yeah,
but you know, it's like you've heard for years, like guys will talk about, they'll take like part of a Viagra because they want to go like that extra step.
Yeah.
You
it's
know,
like, what do they call that? I'm not a branding well.
That's fair. But like
microdosing.
Yeah, you know, in the porn industry's used it for a while and stuff, but it's just like, it seems so, it feels really careless.
Yeah. To
just have it to where, like, half these podcasts you listen to, one of the hosts is, whether they are or not, but they're all like, yeah, I used it yesterday. And, you know, like, and, you know, it's like, did you need it? And most of the time they're like, oh, I don't need it, but I just, you know, it's like,
yeah, just want to try it.
Really, you shouldn't be taking it because it's probably not good for you, but,
yeah.
You know.
I mean, it's the old Tim Ferriss line that I heard a while ago that I kind of, you know, always rings around my head, that there's no biological free rides.
Yeah. Yes. That's a great line. And exactly. Yeah. So I don't know. I mean, I just, it's one of those where, I mean, you know, if Blue Chew came to us with a dump truck full of money, which they won't, but you know, if they did, I mean,
I would accept it.
Yeah. But
yeah, I would accept it. I'll talk about my time travel adventures.
Right. Yeah, well, that'll be the thing is in your story, you'll have to write in Blue Chew scenes, you know.
Naturally.
Because, you know, I mean, listen, there's just times where you're like, I'm just not feeling it, you know, or you're like, even a paper bag doesn't help or whatever, you know, so you're just, it's like, you know.
You need
like,
a Blue Chew.
So you just pop a couple Blue Chew or whatever, yeah.
A couple.
Yeah.
Like, just have them, like, lined up in a Pez dispenser.
Yeah. Dude, I can't remember that guy's name. Oh, shit. Oh, man, I can't remember the guy's name now. Damn it. Drew Hastings? Is that his name? Comedian?
Yeah, it's definitely a creative name.
He had a bit about, you know, how he took Viagra. Because, you know, was an older guy. And, you know, he's like, I just don't have the firmness I used to have. He's like, I took this. And he's like, yeah, basically, he's like, I was going around cutting glass. And, you know, just... Oh, man. I tell you what, I don't know. It just kind of feels like down the road here in like 5 years or 10 years, you know, there's going to be a whole lot of like Viagra related, not even Viagra, because it's not the brand name. Was it Sildenafil or whatever it is? Like
whatever it is.
related like issues with people because you're messing with your
your goods.
Yeah, that too. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know.
We'll see. Having said that, head to bluechew.com/saltylanguage. No.
That'd be amazing.
Oddly enough, Tony's one of the doctors that.
Yeah,
No, I'm
yeah.
kidding.
You can consult me right through the Salty Language website.
Yeah.
There's a chat box.
Yeah, perfect.
Yeah.
All he has to do is see 1 to 7 nudes of you, and
Yep. Mm-hmm.
and he can make a diagnosis.
Yeah, make a determination over the power of the internet.
Right. And if you're too shy to send one in, your lady can send one in, and he can diagnose via her nudes also.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah.
Because I'm like, well, I get it. Why you're not getting hard?
Dude.
You for sure need a Blue Chew.
Wow, that's not where I thought that was going. Oh, man.
Brutal.
I tell you what. Yeah. So, one
But
last thing here.
That's the extent of what?
Oh, I was going to say one last thing before we have a couple other things to talk about real fast. But what'd you think of the whole, the internet imploding over the Spider-Man Marvel and Sony thing?
Oh. I mean, part of it's kind of cool because it's Sony basically telling them, like, hey, fuck you, Disney.
Yeah.
But, I mean.
I love all the stuff that's out there where it shows basically Disney buying Sony now.
Yeah. I mean, would you be surprised?
Not at all.
Yeah.
No. I mean, think about it. You get the PlayStation thing. Sony has their own movie stuff. I mean, there'd be a lot of upsides.
Yeah, for sure.
And then they'd have all their characters back.
But it's like, I don't know, man. I like Spider-Man, and Marvel Studios knows what the fuck they're doing.
Yeah. I
mean, I get it, Sony, but at the same time, as a fan,
Yeah.
it's kind of going to go, because this is like basically it looks like, okay, well, it's the death of the Spider-Man franchise now.
Yeah. I mean, I've read stuff that says that it's not a completely, it's not completely done deal, like shelved, but, that for the moment that both sides are kind of like, man, I'm not playing with you anymore. So,
Yeah.
Which, like you said, it's just, I'm just, like most people, I think we're just sad as geeks because, like, Homecoming was good. I haven't seen the newest one, but Homecoming was good. It was awesome to see him in the Avengers movie, just being part of the Marvel universe. That was awesome. So
My kids saw the Far From Home. They said it was really good.
Yeah. I've heard it is. I just haven't, personally haven't seen it yet. So, yeah. Oh, well. What can we do? Nothing, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Is what it is.
Yeah, exactly. So, oh well. Did you see all the stuff that Disney showed is going to be on Disney Plus when it launches?
Yeah, I was already kind of sold with the Hulu and ESPN Plus, and apparently National Geographic.
Yeah,
too.
which is awesome. There's good stuff on there too. Also, man, did you see Jeff Goldblum's going to have his own show?
Yeah, an unscripted show.
Oh
That'll
my
be
god,
fun.
I'm in for that. That's got to be worth the $12.99 or whatever on its own.
for sure.
That can't not be good.
But yeah, I saw. Yeah, I mean, I haven't watched the Mandalorian trailer yet.
Yeah, I have.
But yeah, the only thing I was kind of like, God, there was something they mentioned that I was like, I don't give a fuck about that. Like High School Musical series.
Yeah.
Who gives a shit?
I saw something today that they're talking the Muppets are going to be on there too.
That'd be pretty awesome.
I mean, they've owned the Muppets for years, but it's, yet another reason.
Right.
Because they own
it's
so much of pop culture,
It's just the thing that sucks is the whole like, oh, I'm going to cut the cord to save some money. Well, now,
nope.
Although with Hulu, I can stop using Hulu. But
True. Well, you'll still use it. It'll just be under. It would just be under that, yeah.
But it's like, now I'm starting to like, okay, well, I have Amazon Prime and I have Netflix and I've got Hulu and I'm going to probably end up getting Disney. Okay, where does this end now?
Yep, exactly. And do you remember years and years
ago?
ago
Have to cut next.
when we talked about this, and I was very much like, this is going to get to where there's going to be 70 different apps, and then people will be like, God, I wish I could get all my stuff in one place.
Yeah.
Welcome to now.
Yeah, well, because it's like, I had HBO, so I could watch Game of Thrones and I canceled it, but I would still like to have HBO because I want to watch that Chernobyl.
Yeah, there's a bunch of good stuff on there.
New season of Westworld's coming up again.
Yep,
It's like, yeah.
New season of Barry at some point, you know. Yeah.
Yeah, it's just like, like I don't want to obviously pay, you know, almost $200 or for a cable bill again.
Right.
But I mean, between the internet that I'm paying for and then my streaming services, it's getting close.
$200. Yeah.
It's getting close.
That's what I was saying then too. Is it was like, because also the cable companies have adjusted. Because they'll go, oh, well, you're not buying TV, but you want our internet, so the price of the internet's been going up, you know. And plus, like with us, like with Buckeye in different places around the country, obviously, you know, there's data caps now that weren't there before, and you know, make things really difficult as well. So yeah, it's funny because Disney Plus is about as close as there is at the moment to getting a bunch of things in one place. Yeah. Because really, if you can get some sports from there, Hulu's shows, and then the Disney catalog, I mean, that's a lot of entertainment. I could see people just going, we're just getting this, and we're cutting everything else, you know?
Yeah.
Even though you won't have as many, like, adult shows. Right. You know, like Westworld, Game of Thrones.
Got a lot of that.
Right. Whereas Hulu's going to have some of that, and that's where Disney can put any of that stuff, but, yeah. Yeah, what are you going to do?
Yeah, exactly, right.
Just keep paying and keep paying and keep paying and keep
paying. Just keep forking out greenbacks.
I wonder how many times Disney Plus passwords are going to be shared.
Hopefully they don't crack down on that shit. Like Netflix doesn't really care, you know.
Right. HBO's CEO was like, "We don't care."
People,
go for it. Which is so funny.
But I mean, Disney seems like a different animal sometimes.
Oh yeah, Disney likes money for sure.
Yeah, boy, do they.
Yeah, it wouldn't shock me if they have some way of tying
monitoring.
It. Yeah, to where you can only tie it to certain things or something like that. I don't know.
2 devices or something.
Yeah, you know, I mean, Netflix has got different rates on that too. Because I actually didn't realize that until recently. I looked and I was like, I'm paying $12.99 a month or whatever, and it's like I don't need extra devices, like, because it's only going to be playing on one thing at a time. So
yeah, for sure. I
mean, I gave up the Super HD, but I have shitty internet, so most of the time it was downgraded to regular anyway. So I was like, well, I'm paying for shit that I'm not even using, basically.
Yeah, that sucks when that happens.
And I think it's like $8.99 was the next step down. It's like, well, fuck, you know, like
yeah, right. It's like almost half.
Yeah, it's like if it was $1 more, it'd be one thing, or $2, you know. But I was like, man, that's like $4. That's quite a bit.
Yeah.
So, yep. So, all right, one last thing before I get to do you see they announced a 4th Matrix movie?
Yeah, I saw little bits of that, but I didn't really get invested in it because I just went, ugh. Like, I love the Matrix, but Matrix 2 and 3 can fuck off.
Now, see, here's what's interesting. I was talking with Fluffy Bunny Ash about this, that I found it really funny how many people shit on 2 and 3, but are like, oh my god, a new Matrix! And it's like, what makes you think this one will be better?
That was my reaction.
Like, it's the same, okay. And I listen, I'm in for it, whatever, because I'll give it a chance either way, but it's like, it's the same creative team. It's not like it's a new team of writers, directors,
like
whatever.
A fresh feel about it or whatever.
No, it's the same. I mean, they're going to do whatever the next part of it is. My guess would be, if depending on how that goes, it wouldn't shock me if there's more, but you know, a second trilogy or something. But yeah, it was just kind of weird to me how funny people are about that kind of stuff. Like, Star Wars was a good example of it too.
Oh yeah,
people shit on the sequels, but then when they were like, you know, The Force Awakens, and people are like, ah, you know, like.
Well, like, we can only hope, like, Neo channels little John Wick. It's like super brutal in it.
Ashley mentioned that too. That, you know, there's going to be some pretty cool fight scenes in, especially now, because Keanu has really kind of upped his, you know,
he's upped his game,
his John Wick stuff they can bring to it. So yeah, I mean, I'm like I said, I'm in. You know.
Oh yeah, it'll be good.
Yeah, I actually said
some John Wick in the next Bill and Ted's too.
That would be awesome. Like, he sent from the future. He sent back to kill somebody. You know, like Terminator.
Yeah, for
but
sure.
it's like John Wick. You know, it's Keanu with the full beard and long hair and well, they'll have long hair anyway, but you know what I'm saying. Longer hair, yeah, and a dog.
Yeah, and for sure.
Yeah,
and a sweet car.
Yeah, and lots of guns.
Oh, so many guns.
I saw an action figure that's a John Wick action figure. It came with so many guns. I was like,
That's
Jesus.
awesome.
Like,
that's pretty awesome.
And it's, you know what it is? It's each one has like a different hand, so you can change out the hands for different guns and whatever. I mean, it's cool, but I was like, Jesus, I haven't seen a character with that many weapons in a long time.
That's pretty great, though, let's be honest.
I mean, it's accurate.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Accurate.
All right. So I got two pieces of business to get into before we're done here.
All right.
It'll be super fast, though. But one, obviously, is, you know, hey, go buy some shirts.
Oh, I mean, hold on.
The guys get shirts. Don't make a fucking maniac out of me. The guys get shirts.
Yep.
It's accurate.
That's right. The guys get shirts. Oh, man. You know, head over to our store, which, did you put the link on the site?
Sure. Well, it's down at the very bottom with our Amazon and all that stuff.
Okay.
Yeah.
Or if not, you know, I'll tweet the link out periodically, or just hit us up if you want. It's on TeePublic. I believe if you just search Salty Language, I think it comes up. But
it's also the link in our profile on our Instagram currently.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that too.
Yeah.
Yep. So yeah, you know, help us out. Go buy some t-shirts.
Buy some t-shirts.
I know they were on sale again. Because periodically TeePublic just puts stuff on sale.
That's cool.
Yeah, I mean, it is and it isn't, because I don't know that you can opt out of it, but
oh, right, fair
but
enough.
whatever. It's, you know, so yeah, there's that. So yeah, go help us out and buy a t-shirt maybe. I'm gonna try to get some new designs up, you know, some point here when I have some time.
Right.
What was the other thing? Oh, if you'd like to join our Dude Mountain League, send us your email. DM it to us, or email it to us at saltylanguage@gmail.com, or DM it to us on Twitter at salty_language. That way, you know, you're not putting your shit out there for everybody.
Yeah, exactly.
So all the spam bots will start contacting you.
Oh boy, so many spam bots.
I mean, it's bad enough we sell your name to like 7,000 or so, but you know, no.
We got to get our blue chews.
Yeah, naturally.
Duh.
Yeah, I'm just kidding. We don't do any of that kind of shit. But
No.
but yeah, it's a free pick'em league. If you want to, you know, just join it and use a gimmick of some sort, feel free. You know, we dig gimmick teams, so
I do enjoy the gimmick teams.
Yeah. I'm still like, I can't decide if I want to do the old Madden or the new Madden for the picks. I kind of feel like I should do old Madden again because, you know,
did so well.
Yeah, just to see if it can have consistency.
Yeah, last year was crazy.
Right.
Well,
Plus, being one more year removed from current, you know,
Yeah.
like because with this one it'll be 4 years old, I believe.
Right.
So, be kind of fun. But anyway, yeah. So if you'd like to join that, like I said, email us or DM us your email address, and I need to get off my ass and get that set up here pretty quick. So,
I do believe our buddy Garrett just asked in our kick group about it. So
yeah, and Jared asked me a day or two ago, or yesterday, I believe it was. So I need to get it done. Luckily, we don't have to worry about drafts or anything, so it's not
right, which is
that,
nice.
But you know. But I know the first game of the season's coming up because it's always like way early. So I'll have it done within the next couple days here. I'll send the invites out. But you can join any time in the season. I mean, you know, and still have some fun with us and trash talk or whatever. So
right.
Yeah. So there you go. That's what I got for business. You got anything else?
Nah, buddy. I'm just like, I think I'm about ready to pass out over here.
Sweet. So that's, well, I can
Standard
tell by
operating procedure.
I can tell by the empty bottle of Crevathier.
Exactly. I can tell by my empty Yeti of sparkling water.
Yeah. It's time to go. All right. So head over to saltylanguage.com, click the links. You know, like I said, buy the t-shirt.
Yeah. Because the guys get shirts.
Right. Hopefully soon we'll have, you know, Salty Language, the flamethrower up on there because kids love them.
I mean, kids do love them.
Yeah. And if you want to hit us up, like I said, or send in that information, or send us a topic or a question or whatever, you can email us at saltylanguage@gmail.com. You can find us on Twitter at salty_language. You can find me on Twitter at Stunami.
You can find me on Twitter at monotony.
Right.
Yes.
On the Twitter, Twitter. On Instagram, you can find us at Salty Language.
Mm-hmm,
And you can find me at Stunami on there, too.
That's from The Monotony.
The Monotony.
Don't tell Ohio State, though.
No. Yeah, right. Yeah, what do you think about that? Did you catch that?
So stupid.
That they're trying to trademark that?
So stupid.
Dude, I'm sorry, but it's the same word as the. So, the U, I heard that way before. And we lived in Ohio, and I heard the U well before I ever heard the Ohio State University.
Yeah, exactly.
If anything, the Ohio State University to me was a rebuttal to the U.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah. Sorry. Suck it.
Stupid.
Suck it,
Go
Ohio
whatever.
State. I feel like if they, that Miami should step in and be like,
Yeah, like we've been doing this way longer than you have.
Whatever. Either way, it's like, it's stupid.
It is.
So, I wish it would just go away, honestly. I wish the court would be like, neither of you can use it ever again.
Yeah, you're banned. That would be great.
Yep. Anyway. So yeah, you can see, or go check out the networks we're part of, like the Tangent Bound Network, which can be found at tangentboundnetwork.com, and
Danger! Watch your back! Danger!
Entertainment, which can be found at dangerentertainment.net.
Nice.
And yeah, all the links are in the show notes, or they'll be on the site, or whatever, or you can use Google, I'm sure.
Yeah, for sure be able to figure it out.
Yeah, I would think so. So, and all the rest of our social media is on our website also. So, until next time, have beer, you'll be fine.
Bro, stay salty.
And
tired.
And have fun bending space-time with hard dicks.
Yeah, I should have said, like, stay blue chewy.
Oh my god, Blue Chewie is the most terrifying character in Star Wars.
Yeah, right? Jesus Christ.
Oh god, he's hard again. Oh god, he's hard again.
Oh god, he's hard again. Kind of an aggressive Wookiee dick.
Right. Is there any other kind? Like, do you think they're tender lovers?
No, I really don't.
I don't either.
No.
Yeah. All right, you cheese bags. We'll talk to you next time.